Hello, and welcome back to Factorio Bot Maze. So at the end of last episode, I jumped in my combat suit and went for a bit of a meander. And what I did was I went out through here north, up here, over here, had a look around there, up here, dead end here, and then, yeah, basically couldn't get past this patch of neighbours. So this all dead ends down here, so I couldn't get to any of this stuff. I obviously have to go over the top somehow. Maybe I go down there, I'm not sure. Either way, I can't get to the uranium. So to get past these, at least with my current tech level, I would need nukes. I can't get nukes because I can't get to the uranium. So it's a bit of a catch-22. So what I thought I would do is, we've had consistent problems with power supply. There is no chance of expanding our power. I've tried to do it with various mods to how I use solar, and it's not scaling. And I've reached the trying to do the same thing again and expecting a different outcome is mad stage. So I installed a mod, and it is advanced solar panels. So we are going to cancel all of this, and we're going to train up advanced accumulators and advanced solar panels, which I think is going to train fairly quickly. And we're going to start building these. So apparently they have better stats, but we'll see just how much better once we get one down. I've done all sorts, but it was not going to happen. Right, where are we going to do this? Because we're really running low on space. Looks like we don't need quite all of this smelting. So maybe we could lose a bit. We'll start off by building down here, and then if that doesn't... Yeah, well, we've got solar here, so maybe I should do it in this area. Yeah, let's do it in this area to start with. Alright, so we can put down some assembling machines. Okay, can't fit one there. Never mind. Actually, don't know why I built this like that. Okay, so we have in crafting production. That's our standard solar panel. This is our improved solar panel. Takes steel, green circuits, and 10 normal solar panels. It produces 600 kilowatt. This produces 60 kilowatt. Okay, so for slightly more than 10 times the cost, we get out 10 times the stuff. This is our standard accumulator. 5 megajoules, 300 kilowatts in and out. This takes 10 of them, plus some extra stuff. Max input 3 megawatts. So we've gone from... So it's a 10 times improvement. So what we're going to do is start building some of those. And should we do this to ratio? Probably not. We'll fix things with beacons if we need to. Okay, so let's start here. This is going to be advanced solar panels. This is going to be capped at... Solar panels is less than 100. I think that's an appropriate buffer. Good. Then, what we can... Oh, let's do the accumulators as well, before I forget. Right, so this is going to be accumulators, advanced accumulators. We'll also set this to... less than 100. Okay. because some of these have been made now, we can now head over here and... Okay, so we have this stuff. So I want to cancel this request and replace it with an advanced solar panels request. Good. Then I'm going to take all of this and just get rid of it. Good. And then this, I'm going to replace this with the advanced accumulators. Okay, so we're not going to build with the standard solar anymore. And then I think I can make an upgrade planet. Now let's see. Don't need this one anymore. So I want to go from solar to that. And from standard accumulator to the advanced accumulator. Good. Now, can I upgrade plan things? So I'd like to start off by upgrading these accumulators. So that looks pretty good, doesn't it? And these ones. Good. Then I'd like to upgrade this. And this. I might make better builds later, but for now, let's just get some of this done. Alright, and then I'm going to stop there. I think that's enough orders. And we'll see if any of this gets built. Right. So, next thing. We have another round of those. Then we'll go... Yeah, I'm just going to click on all these, I think. Then we're getting pretty close to the point of everything being infinite research. So the next big builds we need to do are the ones for launching rockets. And the fun one, I think, is the rocket control units. We already have a low density structure build which is slow but will do the job. So where can we do... I want somewhere sort of out the way. Oh, is this rocket control units? Did I do that already? Yeah, I've done the rocket control build. Okay, that's what happens from not paying attention. Alright, so I need to put down more of these. Let's go do that. So we're going to head off there and check to see if the build is functioning. If it's not, we'll debug it. If it is, we will do our best to grow it. Okay. And has anything here happened? Have we got any of our new solar panels down? I'd kind of like to see... Let's see. I'm just following this around. Oh, yeah, they are getting put down. Oh, that's very cool. Okay. Here we are. So what has happened here? We have petroleum. We have coal. We have a backup of plastic. Okay. We have a backup of coils. We have a backup of those. We have a backup of those. So this is waiting for blue chips. All right. So let's head off to blue chips to double check what's going on. Everything's a long way away, isn't it? Good. Okay, so everything here is running. I think we just need another blue chip site. I copy the whole of that. Let's see if it fits in. No, it doesn't. All right, let's find somewhere. So can we fit one in here? No. Okay. Here? No. It gets increasingly difficult to find places for these things, and I need water nearby. Alright, let's have a look on the map. So I need somewhere on the water which has some extension to it. We're using this for another build that requires water. These all have crosses. I could do something down here, I suppose. That might be the option. Okay. So let's head over there and see if we can put down some blue chip builds. So I'm going to put down another 2, I think. Let's go to manual and try not to crash into anything. Okay, around we go. Around we go again. Can't fit one in here. Can't fit one here. I need the double space. Whoop. Okay, what's going on here? That all looks very wrong. Okay, let's have a look over this one. This looks wrong as well. Okay, is this wrong all the way around? Yes, it is. Okay, something must have been really not quite right here. And still not right. No, try again. No, don't seem to be able to do it. Let's hop out and have a look. Okay. Okay, so we can't do much with this square, but perhaps we can do something here. I'm loath to rip this up, but it is in the way, so I think we're going to. Alright, so let's take all of this out. Then let's go to my solar deconstruction blueprint. Okay. So I also need it to deconstruct medium power poles and accumulators. Good. Take that all the way back to there. All right. So that's our gold build. All right, and then is it? No, we can't put a second one in. All right, so this only gets us one blue circuit build. I think we can lose these and get an offshore pump. I think that noise is my night vision coming on. There you are, that's the water. Good, so let's have a look at power, because this is what we're really fighting now. Okay, so we've got 29 of these down, and they're producing 1.4 megawatt. So 31 of them now. That's really not comparing to 21,000 standard solar panels. But I guess it will grow. Yeah, it's just going to take time for these things to craft, isn't it? Let's go see if there's an obvious bottleneck for them crafting. So the machine is on. It seems to be the right colour. Yeah. So that's waiting on... What is that waiting on? Steel, I think. Okay, waiting on steel. Do we have sufficient steel? So we have this steel here. It might be time to retire that steel and replace it with beaconed steel. So we did that for copper. We've retired the copper and replaced it with beaconed copper. We now have sufficient copper. So that might be the next thing. Okay, let's get this all deployed first, though, if we can. Okay, so we have some attacks coming in. I think they're manageable at the moment. Yep, I think it's manageable. Building over at this corner is a bit dangerous for flyovers, but you know. Okay, we have a train stop down, but it's named itself correctly. Be excited to see how automated this can be. So that seems to have worked. It's named all the stations #03. Alright, let's have a quick walk round, see if there's anything I can sort out. There we go. This side is all built, so I can set the schedules. Right, I need to tab in and out of this to get rid of the blinking. It's frustrating. Right, what else do we have? So we're getting pretty close to only infinite research left. Okay, then this we can set. Good. This one's coal. Sulfur. The blue circuits themselves. Petroleum. And ore. Okay, there's no iron ore train on the way in, which is a little bit worrying. Okay, so that's built. I guess I will just allow that to do its thing now. We will head back to base. Yeah, I'll get rid of all this from my inventory. Good. So back to Gallifrey. No route. Okay. So it looks like we've got more rail to fix. Okay, can this go to Gallifrey? No. I'm just going to do this bit by bit until I find out where the problem is. Okay. Ah, this looks suspicious, doesn't it? Okay, so I don't think we're gonna be broken through here anymore. So we can deconstruct this end of wall. I think the whole thing can go. Including the forward staging box. And let's get rid of this. Good, and we can put in a corner by hand. Okay, try once more. Okay, and then this can come up, I guess. Ah, this blueprint doesn't have lasers in. This deconstruction planner. So this is the wall deconstruction planner. I need to add lasers to it because I've added lasers to the wall. Good. And home. In the meantime, we're up to 52 of those panels, which is meh. Something we can improve upon. Yeah, I'd like to see hundreds of them. Because hundreds of those is worth thousands of the others. So it looks like we're not doing wonderfully well for ore trains. So more ore trains would require more ore parking. And then the question becomes, where do we park? Particularly since we need the space for solar panels. So we're kind of we're kind of stuck. So I think everything comes down to getting more better solar panels. Okay. Okay, we only have 2 there. So let's see if we can improve the build rate. First of all, let's double check what the problem is. Okay, so this seems to have lots of steel again now. Although there's no steel here. Okay, so I think we need better steel. Where is the steel currently? Right, we have all of this steel here. So let's find out what speed this runs at. So it produces 180 steel per minute. Okay, so let's just get rid of this block. I'm going to turn my robots off, because I don't want the hassle. So that's 180 steel. So if we go for a beacon furnace 2, and we do something quite simple. So alright. So we have a requested chest for iron ore. Okay. We will fit that full of modules, and then we'll have a passive provider capped to 1 stack. We can then put a power pole in the middle and a light there and there, and that is our steel. Alright, so remember we're going for 180, so this produces 36. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. Alright. Let's pick up the whole of that and put it down. Because then I think there's room for one above. Alright. And then turn my bots on. So remember, the whole build before did 180, this mini build does 90. And this build here does 216, so that's more than 180. We will take this build out because I'm not a fan of keeping things around just for the sake of the space they take up. Good. And we'll see if this improves things. Although, by the looks of it, it's running flat out, so maybe it won't. Perhaps all this steel is being used. Yeah. I mean, we may have a steel deficit because of, you know, it being a while, but this isn't looking great, is it? Let's double this. On the principle of more faster. In fact, I'm going to do 1.5 because it's easy to add the other half in. I just... Alright. So let's see if all of this gets turned on as well. So I think we're still consuming all the steel that's being made. Let's head up. So this is waiting on steel. Okay, let's check I've not done anything really stupid. No, these are all limited. Good. These solar machines are limited. So I probably have sufficient machines manufacturing solar. Yeah, so that's still waiting on steel. So I'll go down and put in those smelters I decided weren't worth building. There we go. Cool. I think because... Is this now keeping up? It is. So how long does this take to craft? 10 seconds. And one of these takes... Sorry, one of these takes how long to craft? 10. Okay, so 10 of these machines can keep one of these going. Right, first of all, logistics. Let's trash all of those. Okay, I'm going to add speed modules to these two machines. At some point we may need a proper dedicated site for building all this stuff that isn't just smashed into a mess. Don't think that day is yet. Alright, how is this all doing? Oh, really? So these are still... Okay, is there room for a third steel build? No. Okay. So why is there no draw on iron? That's suspicious. Presumably because there's no draw on green circuits. I'm just zooming out to have a look. So there's a huge draw on copper. Oh, and all of a sudden nothing's happening. Out of ore. So we're now waiting on the iron train to come in. And the reason we have no iron train... Okay, so let's look up here. So we have a couple of full copper trains. But the irons are going out as soon as they come in, and they're going off to be refilled as soon as they come in. So we need another iron mine. Okay, so where could we Where could we get an iron mine? Okay, so we've got an 84 million iron under there. We have a 116 iron, which is being used. So this is the answer, isn't it? We're going to put down an iron mine here. Right. Take that out. We have a deconstruction planner for this. Good. Ah, that radar was actually providing me radar coverage. So we'll have to drive over there. And where was that? I think it was this one. So let's head up there. In the meantime, this is looking quite green. Okay, these ones have been marked for upgrade but haven't been upgraded. So I'll hold off using the upgrade planner till they're actually done. I'm really pleased all of this is continuing to move, even though there's a lot of waiting around. It doesn't seem to be jamming. We've just driven through one of our old walls. It was absolute hell pushing out through this maze initially. It was very much going block by block. Okay, so it is here. So I'm going to copy-paste what we have here, because this seems to be okay. I'm going to copy-paste it all the way down to that radar. That radar there. That's it. Alright, so let's have a look. So I think it's centered on this and this. Ah, we can't... This isn't going to work very well. Right, we'll have to move some roboports around. Let's wait for this to deconstruct. Because I'm going to need to take this roboport away. How are we doing? I think that... Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this roboport needs to go. Then my blueprint goes down here. Good. Now, I couldn't place a roboport down in the middle, so we're going to have to improvise. The roboport there, and I'm going to put one on the other side for good measure. There. Then it can have whatever I've got. I'm going to stick a stack of construction bots in there. And I happen to be holding a few logistics bots. Good. So let's see if this builds. And how's this doing? Some are working and some are not. What is the difference? Alright, let's have a look. Alright, so it was some tanks knocked down because of some big power poles in the way. Let's see if that fixes that. Okay, so we've got logistics being passed through. And then this is now passing that construction materials up. Okay. This here is charging itself up with logistics bots. We have... we don't have station names. Okay, so let's copy those over. Okay, so that's come up as iron ABCD. Those are 3s, these are 4s. That's good. Excuse me. And I can set the schedules, I think. So this is iron miner. That's the new electric mining drill icon, which I find a little bit weird. Good. So I think this will come online when it's ready. And then I don't know if we need more iron trains. They seem to always be in transit, so maybe we do need more iron trains. If we wanted them, where would we put them? I've got a stack station there. I've got a stack station there. I've got a misnamed one there. I really want to put them down here because this is where all the ore is. But that would mean moving something else out. Not sure. I don't really want to move fluids. We've got 2 empty irons here, which is really scruffy. Block of fulls there. I kind of want to consolidate all the ore more centrally. Right. But this is building. And that's good enough for me, I think. Let's head back to Gallifrey. And look on the map to see if Blue Circuits 3 is working. Well, of course it isn't, because the train... Okay, so we need to head over there. We need to head over there and sort it out, because if not, the wagons will get really unbalanced. So it's going to be a case of going over there and destroying the tanks that have something in them, and probably emptying the blue circuits as well. The ore will probably all balance out, but I can't have an unbalanced train of blue circuits going down. And I don't think I can call in a train for petroleum until I've emptied a tank of petroleum. One day I may actually build these logistics network things with some inbuilt smarts to be able to control them, but yeah, not today. So what's going on here? It doesn't fit anywhere, which means there's no power pole, and of course now I can't fix it remotely. Alright, so down here I want to get rid of those, put that down, that should call in a train, and then take those out. Alright, so where did I make the boo-boo? There'll be a hole in my radar coverage somewhere. Now I can't see where I was fixing it, for want of a better word. Oh well. Maybe we'll spot it on the way home. And this, is there a... No, of course there isn't. Let's blueprint this back down. Now there's a train on the way. Okay. So I think once we're past this phase, I may have a look at... if it's possible to basically have a separate set of ore trains coming in for the different sciences. Rather than having one big stack of copper and iron ore, try and have a separate part. Maybe one part for the first 4 sciences, and separate parts for the others. Right, how are we doing? Still waiting on steel. Okay. And steel, that's just running as best it can. It's on the limit of what it can get from the iron ore. Okay. All of this is running. So how much iron smelting is this? $3,600. Alright, and a row of 6 of these is 1,000. So 18 of these would replace all of this. And it would cost me more power, but it would be a lot more efficient on iron, which would cut down on the trains, would mean all this would run more consistently. Okay, so let's get rid of all that. So let's start by copying that. I may want to expand out the steel, so let's go to this end. So put that out to a red box and cap that at 1 stack and give it a pole with a light below. A light, not a train requester. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 12, 18, 24. That should be a better quantity of smelting. Okay, and off we go. Okay, and I think I need to add another row of steel. We clearly are not sufficient for steel yet. That doesn't fit. Can I move a red circuit build? We're really strapped for space here. Okay, so let's take this. Can we... Alright. That's something. Let's head up here. Are we now keeping going? Let's have a look at the production rates. So, over 1 hour, I want to look at the production rate of solar panels. Okay, the production rate's really scruffy. Topped out at 14, seems to be doing about 6. And in principle, we could do 16. Okay, so that's if it had all the things it needed. Oh, it's actually shy of standard solar panels now. Okay, what's keeping this back? Not sure. So this is waiting on steel. So we're just chewing through all the steel, and that's out of steel. Alright. And these are out of ore. So it comes back to being an ore problem. Right. So let's see if we can figure this out. This should be calling in a train whenever it gets below 10k. But I think we can change this to 20. Alright, so we have 6 boxes for each of these. 6 by 4, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So I think we're okay. Maybe 20 is a bit high. 15. Okay. Oh, okay, so all the iron's gone, but there's no train coming in. Alright, so we have made... Why did that... That came in full. That's not a good sign. That's at 3, this is at 4. Are we at the point of being able to call in any trains? No, it's still very much buffering up. And we have a power problem. Okay, so all this extra smelting is really hammering our power. We are just stuck in this limbo where we need the power to make the solar panels. Okay, so let's not be coy about the upgrades then, and just give it a lot of work to do. I want all of this upgraded. I want all of this. This. Leave that for now. Okay, we'll do everything that's... Ah, that's where we pulled up something. Alright, let's go off and fix that. So let's go there. And it's just going to be a case, I think, of waiting for the new solar to build. I thought I'd set that temporary to be sane. Alright, so the problem was that there was a radar in here that meant that this pole didn't get placed. So, radars, and where could it... Okay. Right, let's double check on some things. So, this build here, is anything happening? Okay, this is calling in petrol. And is there no petrol train? There's a petroleum train, so that's heading off to here. I think we better watch it unload because something went wrong last time. I'm not going to upgrade any of these solar panels. I think they're too far away. I'd prefer to get the ones close by to the manufacturing put down first. Not really sure what went wrong there. Right, I need to go home anyway because I'm blocking the tracks. Where is the train coming in? Like, it is a very long... There it is. It's a very long way to drive. Alright. But I am glad I took this territory, otherwise I would not have had the real estate. Okay, so I'm getting ready to put this in. Go back to there. Okay, what on earth was that about? No. Oh, it has actually unloaded. Okay, fair enough. Yep. Good. So this is all working now. Do we have any other basic... Yeah, we've got those three. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else I can do now other than wait for solar panels to build. Let's have a think, because we need somewhere to add more rail parking so that we can get more ore trains. That's actually sat in full. So maybe we've made it. Yeah, maybe we have in fact made it. Second one in full. Okay. So I'm going to call that done for now. And how are we doing for iron? I requested in a train. And there's 2 on the way. I have no idea why there are 2. Okay. So this is all building. Right. How many products has this done? 208. And then if we look under power, 203 have been placed. That's not a bad number, is it? Here, this has made 222. And there are 220 placed. So we are getting there. We are definitely getting there. And I think what I'm going to do is, rather than having you fitting with me jumping around the map, I'm just going to let this run AFK and build the solar panels so that we can actually keep the base running in my own time and babysit things as they fall over because the power runs out. I think that's the best use of my time and the best use of yours. So, thank you very much for listening to this extra specially short extended version. The base is coming together. I need to do various things. I need to grow some builds, but it all comes down to power. So when you get back next time, we will have lots of green solar panels everywhere, and hopefully our power situation will be sorted. Till then, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay home, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.